Hello, my Washington Drive friends. It's Dr. G. And I'm here today because we are going to read a book called Zach Gets Frustrated. We are continuing to work on different tools and strategies and things we can do when we have big feelings. We have to learn to work with our big feelings. And we can do that with a little bit of thinking, a little bit of awareness when we're having a big feeling. So in this book, Zach gets very frustrated by something, and his dad teaches him a great tool to use, which is called the frustration triangle. So I created one for us, which looks like this. The first thing we do when we're having a big feeling is we name it. Just saying what feeling you're having helps us feel a little better. Did you know that? It just makes you feel a little bit better. Say, I feel angry, or I feel sad, or I feel frustrated. Kind of just recognizing that feeling also just helps bring it down a notch. The second thing we can do is tame it. So the first thing is name it, then we tame it. Taming means to kind of calm something down a little bit, to make it a little bit softer, a little bit gentler. So we might need to, this is what I do. I need to stop and I need to breathe. I need to take some 5-finger breathing, just do some breath, and then I can start to think a little bit better. And then the next thing is we can learn to reframe it. Now that's a big one. To reframe something means to think about it in a different way. So whatever it is, whatever situation is frustrating us or making us angry, can we think about that situation in a different way so that it doesn't make us feel such a big feeling? So I'm going to use an example with you right now. Let's pretend that one of my friends has a little party. She has a little get together and I don't get invited. I start to feel really upset and frustrated and angry and left out because I can't believe I wasn't invited. I should have been invited. I need to use a chill skill. So I stop. I recognize that I'm very angry and I start to breathe. I do some 5-finger breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And I do this for all 5 fingers. And now I've gotten myself to a point where I can think a little bit. And I decide to take it a step further. I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to listen to some of my favorite music because that lifts my mood a little bit and my body starts to feel better. My mind starts to feel better. Okay. So now I've gone for a long walk. I've listened to some good music that's making me feel good. Now what I can learn to do is reframe that situation. Before I was thinking, I should have been invited. Nobody likes me. Now I might think about that situation differently. I might say to myself, you know what? Maybe there were only a few people that were allowed to be invited because of social distancing. Maybe I wasn't included this time. Maybe it's just something that happens once in a while. Sometimes there's only a certain amount of people you can invite to a party, and I feel sad that I wasn't invited, but I also know that I will be okay. This is the part that's hard. It still makes me feel a little sad. I feel a little bit left out, but I will be okay. I will do something during that time that makes me feel good. Maybe drawing. Maybe I go out and do something with one of my kids or a good friend. Maybe I have a friend over and I use that time, to do something for myself. The key is sometimes we have big feelings. Sometimes we feel left out. Sometimes we feel sad, but it doesn't mean that that feeling will be there forever. It's temporary. It's a moment in time that is going to pass. And eventually we won't feel so bad. So talking to other people who are close to us, expressing our feelings, doing things that make us feel good when we're feeling not so good are all different ways that we can help ourselves get through a big feeling. And that's what life is about. We can't make sometimes situations go away. We can just change how we decide and how we choose to respond to it. So we have to use all the tools in our toolbox that we know about ourselves. So anyway, I hope you like the book. And if you can, download and print out the frustration triangle so you have it. And maybe think of a time that you had a big feeling and see if you can use the frustration triangle to determine what chill skills you would use and to see if you can reframe whatever situation made you have that big feeling. All right, everybody, let's just keep practicing these tools so that we get stronger and that we become resilient. You are doing such an amazing job this year, and I'm so proud of all of you. Keep up the good work. Bye, everyone.